Bill C12, the major immigration overhaul, just cleared the Senate committee with no changes. It could give the government sweeping powers to cancel or suspend visas, work permits, and asylum claims. One vote away from becoming law, this bill could reshape Canada's immigration system fast. Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Canada Immigration. Major immigration bill moves forward with no amendments. A major immigration bill poised to reshape Canada's immigration system is advancing to its next stage without any amendments. If passed in its current form, Bill C12 will grant broad executive powers to the Governor in Council, that is, the Governor-General acting on the advice of the Prime Minister and Cabinet. These powers are far-reaching. They would allow the government to vary, cancel, or suspend immigration documents, including work permits, study permits, and permanent resident visas. The bill also empowers the executive to halt or terminate processing of immigration applications, impose conditions on temporary residence, and intervene wherever deemed in the public interest. Under the draft legislation, public interest is narrowly defined, and the Governor and Council would issue orders only in cases that meet this threshold. Bill C12 also proposes sweeping changes to Canada's asylum system. For instance, refugee claims by individuals outside Canada could be suspended, and stricter eligibility rules would bar those who entered Canada after June 24, 2020, or those filing claims more than a year after entering. Entry along the Canada-US land border outside a port of entry would also render claimants ineligible. The bill was reviewed by the Standing Committee on National Security, Defense, and Veterans Affairs in February 2026. On February 25, the committee reported the bill to the Senate with no amendments. The Senate is scheduled to proceed with the third reading on February 26. At this stage, senators may approve the bill as is, propose new amendments, or reject it. Any amendments adopted would return the bill to the House of Commons. While the primary committee suggested no changes, the secondary committee, the Standing Committee on Social Affairs, Science and Technology, SOSI, recommended a series of sweeping amendments. SOSI's report proposed removing nearly all of C12's immigration reforms, including the executive powers, changes to the asylum system, and provisions allowing broader sharing of personal information. Since SOSI was not the primary committee, its recommendations are advisory rather than binding. Bill C12 has already undergone amendments in the House of Commons. In December 2025, Parliament limited executive powers by defining public interest to cases involving administrative errors, fraud, public health, safety, or national security. Additionally, the amendments require the Immigration Minister to submit detailed reports to Parliament on any orders issued under these powers. Immigration Minister Lena Metlij-Diab has praised the bill's asylum restrictions, highlighting concerns about abuse of Canada's asylum system. The proposed measures would apply retroactively to claims submitted after the bill's introduction, though prior claims remain unaffected. C12 follows Bill C2 and builds on many of its earlier provisions. The National Security Committee also urged the government to allocate more resources to the Immigration Department to reduce backlogs, improve efficiency, and clamp down on fraudulent consultants. If Bill C12 passes the third reading in the Senate without amendments, it will proceed to royal assent and become law, potentially marking the most significant reform to Canada's immigration system in years. That is all for today, in this video. Please hit like and subscribe for an upcoming video. See you later, till then, take care.